Absolutely, the impacts throughout the Northeast Florida.
What's poppin', YouTube people?
We're going to check in with them in just a few
My
minutes,
name
but first,
is
we've got to get
Kevin.
meteorologist Mark Collins.
I'm
Mark,
calling
you've been doing such a good
up
job this
on
morning,
you
just
people
really
to tell
getting people
FEMA
up to date.
to get off their lazy butts and do their job.
It's a team effort here. We're seeing 58-mile-per-hour winds gusting there in Orange Park. I know it's reading 34. Got to check the computer while it's not refreshing, but that's some pretty high winds. Now, anything over 40 is tropical storm force winds, so that's what we're dealing with. Classic tropical storm conditions, not hurricane conditions. In fact, even where the storm made landfall, there were some gusts to about 91 miles per hour near Steinhatchee, and there you can see the circulation center is really broken up. Perry's in the middle of the eye. It's Idalia Deja Vu. Same time, same month, August 2023, but not the same intensity. This was not an Idalia Category 3. In fact, many of the sustained winds were in the 60s there, and not quite those 125-mile-per-hour winds that storm was getting. But this is a big rainmaker. We're dealing with the rain all morning long. In fact, Orange Park, the Naval Air Station, has had over an inch of rain. And here you can see out towards Lottie and Stark, there's another band that's pretty heavy. It's going to be working up through Highway 301. Moderate, steady rains, it will accumulate. So at times you'll get some bursts of heavy rain, but it's really the lack of any break in the rain today which is going to cause some problems. We'll see some training. One of the hot spots will be here in southern Georgia, where the rain could receive over a foot of rainfall here through the next couple of days. Let's just take a look over the past 24 hours. The amounts of rain that have fallen has been less in the eastern half of Duval County, like 1.25 inches, versus western Duval, which has had over 3 inches of rain. And then when you get out closer towards I-75, those areas have really picked up some significant rainfall totals, over a half a foot of rain there. Now, what's even more interesting is looking back to where this storm was coming up through west central Florida. Some of these areas, Pinellas County, had 8 inches of rain, and that entire moisture axis is going to be shifting eastward and northward. So when we get into the forecast details, it's not surprising to see how high these estimates will be over the next 3 days. 10 inches here in southern Georgia, that would be catastrophic. That would be historical rainfall. And so we're looking at that moisture axis shifting. And what's even more alarming is the fact that Debbie, as it spins down, it's not going to go anywhere over the next several days. So we're going to see some really high accumulations there, mainly north of Jacksonville. Since here, Jax, 3 to 6 inches of rain possible, and some of the heavier amounts were more like 3 to 5, and down around St. Augustine, 2 to 4 inches of rain is likely what we'll see over the next couple of days. And they'll come in waves with the heavier bursts, but the rain will stay steady through the afternoon into the evening before you start to get some breaks in the rain. So no real good window to get out and get some errands done. With so much water on the roadways, probably not a smart idea for that. This is 5 o'clock. You can still see pretty steady rain coming through. We are under tornado watch until 4. It might be extended and shifted further north into the evening hours, since that's where the rain is going to target tonight in Georgia. And there you can see how while the rest of us catch a break, it's still going to be raining from St. Mary's northward, leading up to those heavy rainfall amounts. Tuesday, still that broad circulation from Debbie, although it could just be a tropical storm at that point, which, yeah, it will be a tropical storm. We'll still be seeing the risk for some 40-mile-per-hour gusts with those afternoon storms that come through on Tuesday. So Tuesday's not much better. You're going to have some lulls in the rain, but the storms that come through with the heating in the afternoon could be strong. And then on Wednesday, still some rounds of rain pinwheeling around. So you see how that system just kind of lingers, and that's why those rain estimates are going to be so high over the next couple of days. But without the sunshine, temperatures are only in the low 80s here through the course of the day. Ladies?
There's the bright side. Thank you, Mark. You know, keep in mind, we were just talking about this tropical storm. It goes down 73 miles per hour, so it hit at 80 miles per hour. Yeah. So, like Mark just said, it likely will become a tropical storm very, very soon. Now, the big impacts on the west side of Florida. News Project reporter Chris Will is in Lake City. He's been there tracking Debbie this morning. Chris, you know, you've been out there. What are you seeing firsthand? What's it like out there? And, you know, how are people handling it?
Yeah, so far people are doing as they should be doing. They're staying off the road, staying off the sidewalk. So far it has been pretty much a ghost town outside of just essential personnel. The sheriff's office has been making rounds around the city, making sure people are okay, making sure that everything gets done that needs to get done. In terms of how conditions are right now, we are seeing a little bit of a lull when it comes to the rain, but the wind is still there. I want to show you Lake DeSoto. If we zoom in on the water, that's a lake. It's moving like a river, but that is a lake and there is no river that attaches to it. So as you can see, it is brushing up the water up to the side towards us, even putting some of these trash cans underwater. As you can see, the wind is pushing up that water. When we come more inland, we can see some of the wind is still pushing. There's a couple of these signs have been moving in the wind, not so much right now because we are in a little bit of that lull. Now there has been plenty of debris coming across our area, lots of little things kind of tumbleweeding across the street and into this parking lot here where it has kind of landed. We've heard and we've seen a couple shingles come off of roofs that we heard tumbleweed across this parking lot and have eventually found their end spot here. But as you can see, there's plenty of moss all over the ground here. If you do find yourself with some debris that needs to be handled, but it is not an emergency, the Citizens Information Hotline is now available. That is 386-719-7530. Again, that is for any non-emergency needs, and that will be open 24/7. So again, non-emergency needs for that. If you do find yourself with an emergency, you are always encouraged to call 911. We will continue to keep you updated from here in Lake City, and we'll continue to keep you updated on News4JAX with conditions all across our area. Reporting live in Lake City, Chris Will, Channel 4, the local station.
All right, Chris, definitely have seen things change there. A lot of rain earlier this morning, and things are a little more calm. Now, emergency managers in the Big Bend warned that area that they could see anywhere from 10 to 15 inches of rain.
Yeah, Brian Abel is in Steinhatchee, not far from where that storm made landfall.
Yeah, and that was just about 9 miles away from where this hurricane made landfall here in Steinhatchee. You may be able to hear or see that both the wind as well as the rain is picking back up. That's the backside of this eye wall here. In Florida, 200,000 customers more than are without power right now as Hurricane Debbie makes its way in.
There's a lot of panic going on, and it's understandable, especially with the people that got flooded 11 months ago when we had Adelia come through.
Fourth and fifth generation Floridians, the McDavids, have been through their fair share of storms, including last year's Category 3 Hurricane Idalia.
A lot of wind, sporadic rain. You can get huge rainfall. The worst scenario is for it to sit offshore for about 3 days and dump, 50 inches of rain or something.
Unfortunately, that's a scenario that looks like it could come to fruition with this storm. According to the National Hurricane Center, Debbie strengthened overnight Sunday into a Category 1 hurricane ahead of its expected landfall in Florida's Big Bend region. The storm is expected to slow to a crawl after landfall and unleash potentially historic rainfall in Georgia and South Carolina over the next few days.
Rainfall is expected to be around 20 inches in the area of Savannah and locally, possibly even more. They're calling it a 500 to 1,000 year storm. And so with that, we're extremely concerned about flooding.
Flooding and high water rescues were underway Sunday night in the Tampa Bay area as Debbie closed in on Florida with hurricane force winds and heavy rains, signaling more of what's to come.
Make sure you're executing your plan now. There may be immediate impacts that you see, but you could also see flooding that happens days afterwards, after the storm passes.
And we just moved away from the water just a little bit because we are starting to hear some of the wind affecting the roof line that's here above us. And as Debbie makes its way further in, Savannah as well as Charleston are in the crosshairs for historic rainfall and therefore potentially historic flooding as well, as Hurricane Debbie makes its way slowly inland. Reporting live, Brian Abel.
All right, and to his point, Mark confirms that slowness is really going to be the issue. We're going to see that rain, and Georgia and then the Carolinas will be hit with it as well. So as heavy rain comes to our area, Clay County Sheriff Michelle Cook has a warning for drivers who do plan to get on the roads today.
Please stay off the roads today.
We've already had at least one call of a tree hitting an occupied vehicle, and it's just not safe out there. And I would like to strongly encourage you to please stay off the roads.
All right, no unnecessary trips is what she's saying. Our News for Jax team is here to help you with the questions that you might have had or having right now during Hurricane Debbie. It's fairly new. It is our help desk, and if you go to help.news4jax.com, you can also scan that QR code. People are going to answer your specific questions. Maybe it's about power. Maybe it's about the bridges. Maybe it's about something specific to your neighborhood. We are here to answer it on the help desk. Everything you need in our help center. Scan that QR code on your screen to access it. It's really good. It's going to be really nice during back to school as well. And as we head to break, let's take a live look through our Mayport Stat Cam at Morningstar Marinas.
Really wet shot there. Not a lot of people going to be out and about today.